The badges in Crash of Cars. Perhaps the most important thing to keep players playing the game. But why? What makes these badges that important? Well, in today's video, I'm going to give you a few of my explanations as to how these badges could be doing what they're supposed to do, keeping players playing the game. Now, obviously, badges are also used to represent your status in the game, whether you are a long-term player with something like the 100 Phantoms, 100 Ultra Phantoms defeated, or you're just a very proficient player with the 100 score without taking damage badge. But badges also serve to keep new players playing the game. How does the game do this? Well, I think Not Doppler's solution is a bit genius. So, hear me out. Let's take a look at the level badge. This one is pretty simple. When you upgrade a level, like let's say in 10 increments, you get a badge. So once you reach level 10, you have to wait until level 20 to get a new badge. But if you've started the game, you probably remember that you first got a level 3 badge. Now, this is strange because if we're going in level 10 increments, then that's pretty strange because level 3 isn't really fitting in that whole sequence. Well, this is where I think the whole genius behind badges actually lies. See, the problem with keeping players engaged in the game is giving them a reason to do that. It's one thing to have a player download your game, install it, and play it, but it's one other thing to have them keep playing the game, because oftentimes players will just download a game, maybe try it for a few minutes, but then they'll either uninstall the game or just forget opening altogether. But Not Doppler have figured out a way to give players an incentive to keep playing the game, and one of those things is with badges. The level 3 badge is what I think serves to do. See, here's my explanation. If Not Doppler awarded a level 1 badge, it would give players a wrong impression of the badge system. Because, of course, level 1 players getting a badge would simply mean that just by installing the game, you're already getting an award. And this gives players the wrong idea that in this game, it's very easy to get badges. But if they made a level 10 badge the next available badge, then players would have to keep playing the game for quite a bit of time, especially if they're new, just to get a level 10 badge. And by that time, they might lose interest and uninstall the game. But a level 3 badge makes sense. The players will have to play the game a little while, but it's not that difficult to get to that badge. Remember, when you first play a Crash of Cars game, after the tutorial, you get a 100 coin figure and you get to open a prize machine. By opening this prize machine, you will get either a common or a rare, I think. But anyways, getting one of these cars will pretty much get you to a level 2 level. However, it's not that difficult to get to level 3. You would have to play a few more games, not too many, and then you could probably watch a few ads and you could easily get to 100 coins again and open another prize machine. And let's just say that even if you still didn't get a prize machine, you would still probably make a little bit more effort and open yet another prize machine. And by this point, you might have enough experience to get to level 3. And once you're at level 3, you get a badge. That's right, you're rewarded for giving this game a chance. Not just by installing the game, but by actually progressing a bit. Now, this seems pretty straightforward, and the whole genius is that Not Doppler didn't make it nor too easy nor too difficult to obtain a badge and feel like you made something happen. This badge is not that special, but it gives the players an incentive to keep playing. And badges, as we all know, also represent status, but also it gives the player the encouragement to keep playing. So next time you see a level 3 player, you know what, maybe you have to give them a chance, because after all, they could be very happy they have a level 3 badge. Now, this video is about badges, but I wanted to make a little side note as to what else Not Doppler have done to make players play the game. Now, the actual car laboratory, or the lab, I think, actually don't know what it's called because it doesn't really say anywhere, But anyways, the place where you get the fusion cars. You unlock this once you reach level 10. So apart from getting a badge, you also get the ability to fuse cars. But here's the issue. If you're a free-to-play player, you know that it will not be that easy to get a fusion car at level 10. You'll have to get at least to level 40 or 50 until you can finally fuse your first car, if you got lucky with the prize machine drops. But even then, why bother? Why did they make this feature available just at level 10, when a free-to-play player will probably not get his first fusion car until 30 levels more? Well, it has to do with keeping the players in the game. See, level 10 is perhaps the appropriate level to have players know that there is a feature that's not unlocked for them, but that's because they haven't gotten to it, probably because of their level in the game. But once they do get to level 10, they will take a look at the fusion cars. And at this point, the players are introduced with a new variable, a new thing to keep playing the game for: fusion cars. Now, players might already figure out that it's difficult to obtain fusion cars, especially because you need to collect multiple of the same cars in order to get it unlocked. But until you can get a lot of duplicate cars, you might already have to have most of your cars unlocked or maxed out. And at that point, you're probably looking at someone who's been playing the game up until level 70 or 80. But like I said, it's possible for someone from level 40 to level 50 to unlock a fusion car if they got really lucky with their drops. But players who just unlock this whole feature will have an incentive to keep playing the game no matter how long it takes for them to unlock a car. Because after all, this is a category that was made invisible to them, and it gives the player the impression that this is a very special category. Not to mention, they'll see cars in the game use that are not available in any of the other 4 sections. So, it'll make players think that these are the cars that are actually the most powerful. And to be fair, yes, there are a few cars from the fusion section that are powerful, but most of them are pretty fun and experimental. But nonetheless, it gives the player an incentive to keep playing the game. So, there you have it. The badges in Crash of Cars actually make sense, not just for the new player, but also for the old veteran players, which give them the ability to show to others that they've been playing the game for a long time. And then there are also the badges to show that someone is really great at the game, that they've managed to make feats that not anyone can. And that's why badges are really important. Oh, and there are also the car quest badges. Whenever you complete a car quest with a car, you also get a badge for that car. This can also indicate status, especially if you completed the Blaze car quest, which, if you forgot what it was, if you already have it, is you need to eliminate 10 opponents with the trail of your bike, and that is already a very difficult task to do. But if you have this badge, then you can get players to recognize that you completed this badge, and that means that you probably are worth something in the game. And that's about it, guys. Make sure to comment, rate, and subscribe. Don't forget to watch my other videos, and I'll see you later. Peace.